Checkereds a Records podcast is brought to you by SC Pressure Works. Your driveway dirtier than your browser history? Your wife begging you to clean the siding between stages? Don't let the grime wreck your Sunday. Blast it away with SC Pressure Works and get back to the track. Visit scpressureworks.com for a free quote.
It's broken down into segments: comedic performances and cult horror and gritty warfare. Jordan's always in a hurry to get these things done. Say what?
If you post it on Thursday, that's not enough time for anyone to hear it.
What, dude? Friday morning going into work, you're pumped up about the weekend. You get to listen to us talk shit to one another for like 30 minutes. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Okay.
But you're going to have to do some overnight editing. So if you could clock in some extra man hours, that'd be great.
All right. Well, SVG won again, and he lost on Saturday to Connor Zillage. I think that's 2-0 for Dale Jr. as the crew chief. I got my winning crew chief shirt on today.
How about the young kid taking it to the old rookie? But cup races feel like Tiger Woods back in the day, where it's like Tiger versus the field. It's SVG versus the field, but it's super super cool to see cars that race really well, like the Xfinity cars, and two guys that just have loads of talent and they put on a show. I do want to give a little bit of a shout out to Mr. William Sawalish. Did you guys watch the finish of the ARCA race?
I noted that ARCA was going to be wild in there this weekend, but no, I did not.
Sawalish started from the lead, 2 laps to go, got punted through the gravel, then proceeded to punt the 3 guys in front of him to then retake the lead and win. But yeah, SVG's lights out, and Connor Zillage is probably the best prospect we've ever seen in the sport, so I'm super excited.
Whoa, Beth.
Didn't we say it about Hosvar?
uh,
Is the tide changing?
I'm glad you said Tiger Woods, because people are just caught up in the moment. I think it's because we did 3 out of 4 road courses or something like that. Just enjoy what you're watching. People wish they could watch Tiger Woods win on another Sunday. Just be in the moment and enjoy that you're watching greatness in a Red Bull car.
Yeah, he's real good. It's cool to watch.
My grandmother, Penny says he's cheating. That's what she texted me as soon as he crossed the finish line.
Yeah, I mean, in some way, I don't know how, but he's got to be cheating, right?
I've been meaning to show you this, Elliot. You see it right behind me?
What, the big 8 car?
No, right here. Look where I just moved out of the way. That is Penny's.
The Hooters poster thing?
That is Penny's
is that the Bill Elliott
official membership card to the Bill Elliott fan club.
What? I didn't get a fan club card.
You weren't alive.
Shit. I wonder if my dad's got one somewhere.
I saw a picture this week of Sonoma during the spring. I always remember kind of being depressed seeing the Sonoma track. Not that I didn't like the racing, but the grass is always dead. But did you see the picture of it in the spring when the grass is green and it looks like wine country?
Yeah, I've seen it before. It looks immaculate. I forget what the regulations are. There's some reason why we can't race when there's grass, but it would be such good TV. Probably. It looks pristine.
It's probably something with the fucking environment. You know how they are.
I guess we'll just go through all the wrecks. Ryan Blaney, really fast, really angry, gets wrecked by... He was in 4 incidents. Briscoe spun him out. He's on the radio. I'm going to remember that when I get back to him.
Someone shoved him off in 1 and 2, and he got stuck in the hill.
Yeah. Him and Busher were going at it across the start-finish line, and Booker just sent his ass into the dirt. He's stuck there, and I can't imagine how seething he is right now.
There's a 4-minute clip of he gets all stuck on the hill, and then Cody Ware loses the tire. He's about to fucking lose it. And then on the next caution, he gets the lucky dog, and unfortunately, Mr. 8, Mr. Rowdy Bush, he didn't hit him hard, but he definitely hit him and almost put him in the wall. But he just do the spotters not fucking talk to the drivers? Yeah. It was just so funny.
And then, Elliot, you were really fired up about this one. Daniel Suarez, your boy, got shipped by teammate Ross Chastain in the final turn. Ended up finishing 14th, and Chastain was 26th, so he wins the day. But
I mean, what did James Franco say? They just hate us because they ain't us. That's all that is. It always has been. I don't know. He's gonna come through. Suarez is due one first and foremost, and fucking unreal. Dude, Chastain, get that guy out of there. Did he get penalized at least? Somebody tell me he got fined $100,000 for taking out a teammate by his own team.
He got nothing.
What's this world coming to?
So it's tough because like Suarez has 2 wins and one of them's at Sonoma. So it's like he probably was like, okay, this is a good chance for me to run good, give me a shot to get in the playoffs, and like getting put behind the 8 ball by your teammate on after you've already been canned is can't feel good.
Suarez, he's got one shot, and it's at Daytona. I don't think he can win a race. Let's call him
Terrible.
Es muy triste.
I mean, who
Senor
else is in
Suarez
that
es muy lento.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace in that pack too, to be honest.
Rough day for him. He took his boss out at one point. And how about Denny Hamlin's AM PM paint scheme? That might have been the worst
Was
one.
Michael Jordan driving a car?
And then another big thing for you this weekend.
Yo.
Chris Buescher and Ty Gibbs get into it, and then drives through his teammate and your boy Brad K's pit stall, and the Brad K front tire changers almost gets hit, and then he goes over to the Gibbs pit crew and starts shoving him, and NASCAR's like, actually, you shouldn't be fucking standing out there in the way of the car.
Their entire team is like I don't know, the old man of NASCAR at this point, where you just gotta enjoy it for what it is and appreciate it while you have it, because they're just fun to laugh at this point. I don't think there's any real chance of them getting back to the glory. I really don't.
I think it kind of sums up where we are as a world in 2025, where everyone's a victim. And the guy that stands in front of a moving car and gets hit by a moving car is going to blame the moving car. I mean, what do you think Ty Gibbs was going to do? The pit stall's right there. It was fun. Like, it's really easy to hate on Ty Gibbs. He does not make it hard, but I'm glad there wasn't a penalty. And I know it's a frustrating season for that 6 team, too. I know they're trying to win. And I think the guy said he, like, twisted his wrist. So probably was a little upset.
Josh Berry wrecked Carson Hocevar. Straight up wrecked him at the end of the race.
This is great. He did him like that.
And I think Hocevar was 5th at the time. Pit strategy, they were about to bring home a top 5. Josh Berry supposedly said he just messed up. Some people think that Berry was laying the wood for the field this weekend.
There's a couple things. So it was for the field, and then also Wood Brothers on Twitter said like, "Oh, like can't remember a time the 77 has ever like spun us out on purpose," in their reference, and when Hocevar spun Burton at Nashville last year under caution. It's also funny because Hocevar put out a great interview with Dale Jr. Josh Berry is also one of Dale Jr.'s guys, gave him a big break to run his Xfinity 88 car. So I don't know if Dale is going to go up to Josh and Carson and have to mediate them, but I'm guessing that's not who Dale Jr. wants getting into a ruckus.
Yeah, Jr. said that he texted Barry, like, what's up with that? And Barry was like, I just messed up, man. But yeah, he had Hocevar on last week, and he asked him, who's your friend in the garage? And he was like, no one.
Yo, I saw that. That was wild.
He was like, I hung out with SVG and Bubba one time.
Yeah.
He said he hung out with 2 of the guys one time. He might be a serial killer. I saw that. You're with these people, what, like 36 weeks out of the year? That's weird. That's really strange that none of those people he would call friends, even more than acquaintances. Yeah, I thought that was bizarre.
I mean, that's what we need, right? We don't need this Team USA bullshit where everyone's buddy, right?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he's the guy you stay out of his way because he's just not afraid to end it all right there.
In his defense, he did put the sim race and rig in the hauler, and that probably takes away from his time to be friends. He's
just gaming out there.
And then Catherine Legg said she could take him in a fight. She's finished ahead of him in all 4 races that she's qualified for.
Hot take.
You guys see Catherine Legg is also running the Brickyard 400?
Yes, she will be the second woman to run the Brickyard 400 and the Indy 500. Where's she going to finish, Rieger?
Over under 31 and a half.
Under.
Downtown Brown?
She's a badass. I'd say under 31 and a half for sure. I'm going. I like Catherine.
I got to say, she's been improving, and she just stays out of the way. She just slowly passes people, and
She's patient.
I think at the Brickyard, if she dodges 2 wrecks, she probably beats that line. But I'll take the over. We'll put the house on it.
all right, we'll come
I
back.
live in an
It's a
apartment.
house.
I'll make a note. We'll come back to that. Ty Dillon versus Alex Bowman this week in the bracket challenge. He just sent Bowman's ass in the final corner to pass him.
Ty Dillon's back. He's about to take Austin's job. Austin Dillon's going to retire. Ty Dillon's going to the 3-car. Be a change of the guard over there. I'm into it. Alex Bowman, he is about an afterthought. I don't in a top probably 10 funded ride.
Well, we'll see. This weekend is his best track. Dover's his best track. Hendrick went 1 through 4 a couple of years ago. Bowman won.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I might be eating my words on Sunday. I may also be right again.
The thing about Bowman there at Sonoma is like he can be upset. Yeah, Ty Dillon shipped him in the last corner to beat him in a bracket challenge. But should Bowman and a Hendrick 48 be around Ty Dillon on the last lap? Probably not. So it's Ty Dillon in a Colleague 10 car. What do you think he's going to do? He's not really going to make the playoffs. He's not going to race for points. This is $1 million or bust. And fun fact, for the 4 drivers remaining, they have all raced for the same team at one point. Downtown Brown, you know what team that is?
Joe Gibbs Racing.
2311.
Oh, the 2-3XI.
Oh, wow.
Ty Dillon ran the 23 car for the first time when they first debuted it, and then Gibbs subbed for Kurt Busch, Reddick, and John Hunter.
So basically,
Also
you're saying that should have been his ride.
Fun
Hey.
fact. Let me pull up the playoff standings here. I got to say that Denny, he's 43 points out of the points lead. He might win this weekend. This dude is going to lose the regular season championship because he didn't go to fucking Mexico. I know it's going to happen. And honestly, he deserves it, and that's okay.
I'm talking about Danny?
Yeah.
Dennis?
The regular season championship.
And there you are, just forcing him into conversation. I guess as the
Do you know
host,
who
you
the
can do that.
reigning Dover winner is, Elliot?
Let me guess. Does he drive a car that has the same number on it twice?
Yeah.
Is that why you're going? Just to see if you can actually see him win in person for the first time in your life?
Well, I actually saw him win in person at Darlington earlier this year. So thanks for letting me bring that back up.
Yeah, I don't think he won that. That one, I thought his car got DQ'd in the testing afterwards.
I do want to give a special shout out to Denny's win at Dover last year. I think that was when he was rocking the Mavis scheme.
Yep.
And Mavis is a big supporter of Enterprise, but they also suck. Do not get your car fixed at Mavis.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
That was their last win in the 11. They didn't come back this year.
Wow. Couldn't have happened to a worse company, I guess, huh?
I got something for you, Elliot.
What up?
There's some mysterious tires this weekend.
I know. I saw that. I'm so excited.
New tire, no tire test at a track that
It's like
that eats them up.
they heard me.
I think they did.
Dover's a concrete track, and typically concrete tracks tires don't wear as much because they're a little bit smoother. But the banking at Dover is insane.
Yep.
So I'm super, super curious. And obviously, Bristol last year was a concrete track, and the tires wore like crazy. So if we can get some tire wear at Dover, that'd be fun. I just hope no one blows a right front because there's blowing a right front at 170 at Dover is not fun.
Yeah, I feel like Dover's one of those tracks where you're kind of hoping for a caution at the end just to make it interesting a little bit.
So many years of Jimmy Johnson just winning. Good point on the blowing the tire streaker. I think it was like Allmendinger in 22 or 23 had a nasty one. Like they had to almost carry him to the truck after he got out of the car.
So shout out Allmendinger as you bring him up. First of all, he had awesome saves
Hell
at
yeah.
Dover in like 2009. If you ever watch like a NASCAR's best saves video, he just gets spun in turn 4 completely sideways and then doesn't even lose the spot. But he also was fast in practice, had a good run at Sonoma. I don't even know where he finished, but he keeps showing speed in a shit car. So shout out.
Yeah, sorry, I got caught up in looking at Catherine Legg AI pictures of her through this grok thing. It's pretty intriguing.
Don't take that out. Leave that in.
I will definitely not take that out. Speaking of taking it out, here's the quote from the Daniel Suarez team. Chastain spotter came down here and said he apologized. Had no intention to get in there that deep, but couldn't get it stopped. We think that made NASCAR.
No, I did. I know what he means. I know what he means. You can't help it sometimes. You wanted to just put the tip in for old time's sake. Maybe just to think for once. Maybe how would
Here,
it feel?
I'm gonna share my screen. I watched the replay of the race last year at Dover.
Is that the same person on both sides?
Miss USA, also Air Force something, was at the race last year.
I love her. I mean, she's not necessarily my type, but yeah, I love her. And if she's listening, perchance, I want her to know that.
I wonder.
That's a great segue. Checkereds or Records is actually debuting our very first GoFundMe, and it's to get downtown Brown, Elliott Brown, to the Mexico City race next year for his big booty Latinas. So
Yes.
please donate any and all you can. And Jordan, stop setting up this man with folks that aren't his type. Come on now.
Yeah, it's like a tithe. Like if you're gonna come to church, got to give 10%.
All right, got a couple brothers this weekend racing at Dover. Raja Caruth's getting a ride, and Jordan Anderson car, and then another guy,
Go Caruth.
LeVar Scott, making his Xfinity debut at Dover.
Who?
LeVar Scott. Maybe Sweetger can help us out with who that is.
Yeah, he's got 3 sons that play in the NBA. One of them's on the Hornets, one of them is on the Bulls, and the other is a rapper that the NASCAR social media admin really likes.
Well,
Wait, is this? I thought he didn't have any. Is that the same guy?
Yeah, LeVar Ball. He's also going to be driving with only one foot because he got his leg amputated.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check you there, Sweeker, though.
strategy.
Lonzo got traded to the Cavaliers, so almost.
Oh, you're right. You are right.
I really don't know who LeVar Scott is, though.
Yeah,
I wish him well.
me neither.
I'm LeVar Scott, dude.
LeVar
He's,
Scott.
Is this his first
he'd love to
race?
chat.
First Xfinity race. That's what I saw.
Okay. He's running he has a best finish of second in the ARCA series. Okay.
I want to make a racial joke, but I'm not going to.
That's what we call growth right there. Come on now.
I don't think we said 4,991 days since Red Bull won a cup race as the primary sponsor. Casey Kane.
How long? 4,900?
91.
It
What
was
is that? 17, 18 years?
second to last race of the 2011 season. Phoenix. It was
17 years ago.
middle of that Tony Stewart, Carl Edwards battle. I'm going to guess Red Bull will shell out the big bucks to sponsor SVG at Watkins Glen so they can make it a shorter gap between wins.
The King this week said winning on road courses isn't really NASCAR, and Brad K was crying about the number of road courses this week. I think they should shove it.
Golly. Do they have TikTok? Seriously.
The King does not have TikTok.
If this car ran better on short tracks, maybe I'd agree. But if the short track racing is going to leave something to be desired. But I mean, hey, North Wilkesboro turned around, so maybe I'm wrong. But if the racing's still going to be good on road courses, then I'm okay with it.
How do the ratings stack up? I guess I wonder how much data there is in comparison weekends to oval tracks for these road courses.
Well, the younger fans
I
love
think that'd be
the road
interesting.
courses, and it's different people watching. The ratings are down the last couple weeks because it's been on TNT and Max. They did 2.1 this week. I think they did 4 million last year, but it was a totally different month of the year, so you can't really compare it.
Yeah.
But I think we all agree the Roval should go away, and Charlotte Motor Speedway spent so much money on it. I don't know if they're going to do that, but if we could just get rid of the Roval.
Why wouldn't they? They use that entire track for track days, probably 100 days out of the year. There's more supercars on that road course than there are NASCARs.
You work there.
Yeah, no,
you two tell me what you think.
Ridiculous.
I would like to see the Roval go away, and that gets us down to what, like 5
At the end
road
of the
courses?
day, Charlotte.
We should go back to one of our best tracks.
Baby, so I think that he may kick and scream his way into trying to keep it, but there's no money that they would lose from the Roval.
The Roval goes away, and we bring back one of our most exciting tracks on Saturday night in the fall in the playoffs. I think that's what would be super easy to accomplish.
That would be awesome. I feel like the Roval was cool when it was novel, but now it's had like 4 or 5 years.
I think it's similar
to its appeal.
I think it's similar to how we go to a few markets like LA a couple years in a row, and it's really fun, and then people need a break from it. You could bring it back later, but
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that would be more interesting, where it's kind of like, all right, this year let's switch it up. Every leap year, we'll go back to the Roval.
Oh, call me crazy, but I want a fall race on the oval at Charlotte. But the Roval is a good track, so we turned the Coke 600 into a Roval endurance race, 600 miles at the Roval, and the fall race you get a 500-mile oval race. I mean,
Is this kind of high?
I mean, how long is the Roval race? How many miles? It's 248 miles. So how long does the Roval take?
Like 5 hours. That bitch long as hell. Go up and down from the infield like
This is
6
interesting,
times
Streaker.
during that race.
I gotta figure this out.
the 6 hours of Roval.
No, but like it'd be even more because it's 3 to 3.25, and then you got to add another 100 miles on top of that. That's another 40%. We're looking at almost 8 hours. 8 hours.
But
I'm
hear
here
me
for
out.
it.
The
The
Coca
reason
Roval.
why the reason why I think it would work is because it always fucking rains at Charlotte in May. But if you run the Roval, you could run the rain tires.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
No, I love that because there's nothing worse than that track getting wet.
We'll have to send NASCAR an email.
Yeah, we'll write them a note, and it's not going to be like we think this is a good idea. It's going to be a do it or else. It's going to be very threatening.
But
do it or else I will drive the Roval during the Coke 600 in my Toyota Corolla.
Yeah,
there are really good road courses out there, like Road America, that Streaker mentioned last week, that we could run instead of the Roval.
yeah, dude, it's all about
But
it's
Streaker
all
says it's a
about
good track.
the parent company. I don't know. I think it's like a circus gimmick, but
Yeah.
I think ratings wise it's been good, racing wise it's been good, but I think that's also a product of it being a playoff race every year since its existence. And I think what we've kind of realized with this car is we need a playoff race at the Oval at Charlotte. That's going to be incredible race. I think the Roval shouldn't be in the playoffs, and then if the Roval's not in the playoffs, it's probably pretty easily replaced.
we should write to Bank of America, because if we just tell them we'd start opening mortgages and businesses, Bank of America business accounts left and right, if the playoff race in Charlotte was on the freaking oval.
Okay, we have a $1.1 billion TV deal. I was very surprised. F1 doubled their TV deal this week. They went from 85 million with ESPN to 150 million with Apple. And
Oh, there's 1.1 billion.
everyone's pissed at Apple, and everyone's like, ESPN's not countering because their stock will go down. But we don't have a 10 times rating advantage over F1. It's like 4 to 5 times. And so I don't feel like that's that bad of a deal for Apple. And what does that say about NASCAR's ability to negotiate?
It's the best in the world, dude. Those guys been doing corporate sponsorships for ages and supported the entirety of the sport. They're very savvy. Just because they talk slow don't mean they're stupid.
I think it's a great deal for Apple, but I think F1 has kind of done a good job of just ESPN buying the Sky Sports, and I think Apple's going to want to take over, and I think they're going to put out a good production, but I don't, I kind of see this getting paywalled a little bit.
Unless you already have Apple TV, nobody's going to go out of their way to download it.
It's definitely going to get paywalled, and I have Apple TV, and the shows are awesome, but it's bleeding money for the company, so they are trying to make it a thing. But did we talk about the Ram reality show last week?
No, but I did see about it. Tell me more.
They are discussing, it's July. They want to field 8 drivers next year. They got to make these decisions soon. They want to have a reality show where a bunch of drivers compete for a spot in a Ram truck in the Truck Series next year.
Man, that sounds like somebody that's very hip and cool with a big social media following came up with it.
Is there any way to apply for this?
They have
dude,
not
you go to
released those details.
www.ram it up your fucking ass.com.
Oh man. Okay. Thanks for that, Elliot. The energy's been a little down today. I can tell that there was less beers today for the crew. One person needs to be drunk for each episode from now on. So we'll have to establish that before.
I mean, I guess if I have to.
Well, it's too late now.
I
Uh,
had my THC orange soda. So
um,
Ooh.
what brand is it?
let me
Yeah,
tell you.
those are really good. I love them.
Yeah, dude, I get them at my Citgo. Shout out, old sponsor of Michael Waltrip. It's Mary Jones.
Okay, we got something different on the corner here in Brooklyn, but I can't remember what it
Mary
is.
Joan, who the hell is that?
She ain't Mary Jane, let me tell you.
I can tell you that much right now. Mary Joan, what the hell kind of ghetto ass shit? Nah, let's have Mary Joan, my boy.
uh, did you know that we could have gotten 10 free nuggets from Wendy's yesterday because SVG won
What?
if we ordered in the app?
Even the spicy ones?
I think so.
Would I had to have ordered them in the app?
Yesterday.
I'm not downloading the
I just
Wendy's.
found that out today. I would have downloaded it and deleted it.
Why does everything in America we gotta download a freaking app, dude? Even to record this, we have to download an app. I'm tired of downloading apps.
You know the Checkereds of Records app is coming out in like 3 weeks, right?
We've got our own dedicated app.
Yeah, soon. 3 weeks.
That is crazy. All right, yeah, sure. I'll have it on my phone, I suppose.
It's definitely to help them make the new Downtown Brown clone, just to get all the data, facial recognition, voice, all that to help them out.
The government's actively trying to get me off this planet, dude. Not create more of me.
uh,
I'm just kidding, government. I was not.
someone else leaving the planet. The clock company that makes the Martinsville Trophy closing shop.
Damn. Are they still gonna do the clock? I wonder. That's pretty iconic.
No more. Someone else.
Well, I mean, like, I wonder if Martinsville's still gonna do the clock.
Oh,
It's definitely going to be like Tesla or something, making a touchpad clock that you can set yourself.
I
Dude,
was
if that
trying to think
clock,
about how they could try to make it modern, and an iPad clock would be great to make fun of.
oh man, it beefs at you like Samsung devices whenever they're done, like doing anything. Do 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 do.
Hey, speaking of like Samsung, why do you think we've never had I guess Kyle Larson's close, but a full Asian driver? What do you think the reason there is? I think Downtown Brown has
Uh,
some thoughts here. It has something to do with peripheral vision, but
that seems like a trap question, dude. I don't know, man. Maybe they're just not as good at drivers.
whoa, whoa, whoa. What do
I
you
mean,
mean?
I don't know. Or maybe they just haven't been afforded the same opportunities that everybody else has. I don't know. I guarantee you, if some small Asian kid grew up in a household where he was like, "I'm gonna be in a dirt car one day," and I'm sure those kids are out there. Probably few and far between, though.
I remember like Kobayashi raced for 2311 and like a one-off last year. I know that's not what you mean, but
Kobayashi,
Kobayashi,
yeah, the dude for 2311 that raced
the
at the
hot dog
former
I
eating
think he
F1
guy.
raced at
driver,
the Roval.
Ricky Rectum.
Yeah, our boy Stenhouse.
He has the same name as the hot dog eating guy,
Yeah, he
Kobayashi.
does.
Uh,
Dude, Ricky, if there's a foreign driver in a race, Ricky Stenhouse has wrecked him.
That's quite a
who did he
blanket
get into it with
statement,
this
but
week? He was the one with the tire barriers and caused Chase Elliott the win.
Oh, that's true. I forget who he got. Dude, Chase was coming. That was gonna be such a good run.
yeah, it
Let's
was.
hear it. Y'all didn't want to talk about the race. Chase Elliott almost won.
I
Yeah,
think
he always races well at Sonoma.
I love that Alan Gustafson, he's calling races to put Chase on the offense. I know at Atlanta he had to come back, but he drove from seventh to first in 3 laps. Now he pits him from, I guess, third or fourth for fresh tires, and he comes all the way back to third. Probably would have won if one of those cautions doesn't hit. So I like the speed that they're showing. They're trending in the right direction. I'm guessing Hendrick's got something cooked up for the playoffs. So I would not be surprised at all if Mr. Chase makes a deep run this year.
Probably would have won. You're just saying that.
He had fresher tires. He had fresher tires.
So he's just gonna win. That's how
He
much.
was gonna beat us.
Okay. Wow.
He got from eighth to third on the last run with like what 4 laps to go.
Yeah, he passed a lot of people who are not very good at road course racing, like Shane Van Gisbergen.
You're telling me Chase Elliott is not going to use the bumper to move SVG with faster tires, knowing they both are already clinched in the playoffs?
Maybe Shane uses it right back.
That's that. I think Chase is good enough to get to him, so he can't get him back.
Okay. All right. Well,
especially with Sonoma, you got turn 11. I mean, you just
it's a
gotta
wild
set it up and
declaration.
ship them.
You nothing to say, Chase fan?
I was looking up to make sure he still actually got a lot of points because I figured
He's
regardless what
13
happened,
points out of the lead
yeah,
in the points.
yeah,
Chase
they're
Elliott might
just
win the
chasing
regular season
points.
championship.
Yeah, you're talking about how it was some sort of bad day or fail on his part when really he's just chasing points. He should have had a win out there, and he was getting there, but he didn't. Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
This will really bring up the enthusiasm. The next thing in the outline is the 2311 lawsuit.
What are they talking about?
It's unfortunate that the decision isn't coming today. It's tomorrow. They're filing an injunction to keep their charter status, and they lost it, and they're filing an appeal saying that through discovery, Denny said on his podcast, and this is, you're usually not supposed to talk about this stuff openly during litigation, but Denny said that
Yeah, sounds like that's probably why they're gonna end up losing this thing, dumbass.
Denny chokes away the most important lawsuit in the history of sports.
Yeah, because he wanted to talk about it on his podcast. What an asshat.
He said that through discovery, they found several actions that NASCAR took that are monopolistic and that they've clearly indicated that they're going to sell the charters to other teams immediately. But what's going to happen, like, if they sell their charters? Like, they built airspeed, they built this huge facility, they got all this money in these cars. Like, front row, good luck. I hope they do well. I'm not that attached to them. We're just
I
going to
feel like if
watch
Michael Jordan
2311
doesn't
shut the
have it,
door, go away.
he's gonna go down a really dark gambling path.
Hey, come on right there
I
with
think
me,
Michael
MJ.
Jordan
Come on down.
needs 2311.
The fun part about this is like obviously 2311 for sure runs as an open team. Front row probably will too. I mean, they have to because I don't think anyone knew that NASCAR was going to sell the charters. So a lot of folks are saying that new evidence or whatever would be enough to grant a retrial hearing, whatever it may be, to maintain their status for the rest of 2025. But it also like doesn't give 2311 or front row like a good outlook for the future of the lawsuit because like it's probably in everyone's best interest to settle. But so if they run as an open team and Bubba Wallace wrecks in a qualifying or Tyler Reddick's in the playoffs and wrecks in qualifying and misses a race in a round, like that'd be insane.
Yeah, Bubba would have
That
missed
would be
the race
wild.
this weekend if this hadn't been in place.
Whoa.
NASCAR this week said that they are waiting for an offer from 23. That was the first time that we've seen either side be open to settling. I don't know. I do want to see the 23 and the 45 out there in the future. And Tyler Reddick can leave if they don't have a charter. I don't know where he would go or who would take him, but they got to provide a chartered car. So he could be out there.
Yeah, it'd be a shame if he wasn't racing. I wonder if Bubba would get a ride.
Hell no. A ride to the right out back to the pasture. He's got a sick paint scheme this weekend. I gotta give it to him.
Somebody's gonna end up losing, and it's playing out in a public forum, so it's kind of messy. But somebody will win, somebody will lose. NASCAR will probably win. Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin are probably gonna lose. Michael Jordan, historically, is not necessarily a great owner until this. And Denny's never done this before. What leg do they stand on? NASCAR is going to come at them.
If I had to ask you guys, who do you think is the primary driving force behind this lawsuit? Do you think it's MJ or do you think it's Denny?
Definitely. I don't know. I really don't really know any of the implications.
I think it's Dennis. I think Mr. Dennis Hamlin was a little bit fed up. He finally got in the ownership of a team. He saw success and he just wanted to guarantee it long term. His whole thing is like treat teams more like franchises in sports. And I agree to a certain extent. They're never going to be the same thing, but you're trying to use stick and ball comparisons to motorsports. And then all this kind of like, oh, let's compare it to every other sport. Let's get discovery of all these other sports leagues and show them how they operate and how NASCAR is more of a monopoly, doesn't help the teams out. But I feel like MJ might have gotten a little conned here. Then he convinced him there was a for sure win lawsuit, and now he might be putting up a lot of money into a tougher financial bind. I don't know.
That'd be such a Dennis thing to do.
I'm not sure. Like Michael, I mean, unfortunately,
Shocking.
like Elliot said, the Charlotte Hornets were not successful under the guidance of Michael Jordan. And
the best thing they did was become the Hornets again.
But he did come into this with the viewpoint of this is how sports leagues work and this is how revenue sharing works. I could see him
he
being
owned a
like,
truck team back in the day.
I'm not putting up with this shit. And if they won, this would be a groundbreaking win. And every team who didn't want to fight NASCAR would owe 2311 and Front Row Motorsports a million thank yous.
Mm-hmm.
Filthy is what they would owe.
Yeah, I just don't foresee that happening. I don't know. But yeah, it's a cool story. Sounds good. That's like the kid coming to somebody else's birthday party and then being like, well, maybe we should play some different games.
All right.
It's like, no, dude. Like, this is we started this. This is our shit. Like, go somewhere else if you don't want to play.
We're going to Dover this weekend. I got my mic set up. I'm gonna be out there talking to people. I got a sign that says "Talk to me for beer" or something like that. What should I ask the people
What kind
out
of beers
there?
do you have? Do you have an eclectic mix or?
Well, I was gonna ask you that too. What do you think I should buy for the people in
You
Dover?
got to have some Busch Lights for sure. And then I think you maybe also need to have some like Busch Classic.
Red Bull. How about Red Bull?
Oh,
Yeah, no, I don't. Maybe just let's workshop that idea.
you know what you could do?
Let's come back to it.
Shooters at the liquor store, 99 cents. You get like 20 shooters and say, "Hey, talk to me for a shooter."
Talk to me for beer or cheer or
Are
Fireball.
you gonna ID people or how are you even gonna know they're 21?
I need to get some beats.
Some beats?
Beats.
Beats?
Mardi Gras beads.
And do what with them?
You can't imagine what someone would do at a NASCAR race for beats.
I wouldn't really want to know.
I was expecting to get something out of that. I fucked up.
Oh, I got All-Star game to watch. Let's wrap this thing up.
All right. Well, your boy, who will not win this year, was on the pole last year at Dover. What's he going to do this week?
He's got a top 5 and a top 10 his last 2 races. He's got plenty of success at Dover. RC's got, if they still have the Joe Gibbs notes from Richmond last year, I think that's transferable to Dover a little bit. So give me not Kyle Busch to win because I know I picked him too much already this year, but he's going to win. But if he doesn't, give me Tyler Reddick in the 45.
He's not that far out of I think he's for the regular season championship too. Some ton of pit road penalties last year. So that's good news for the Rowdy fan, right? Guy leading the league in penalties.
This is the second straight race he's spun out and finished in the top 10 again. He's got the most penalties. If he can stop beating himself, very well could win the race.
Fair.
1 year, he also won the pole, came off pit road, and the tire fell off, and that ruined his day. In the pedigree car, that car was cursed. But yeah, we just need to start in the top 10. That's all we need.
If 2311 wins the injunction tomorrow, Denny Hamlin wins on Sunday. That's for sure. He'll be going 2 for 2 while I'm there. If not, I feel like one of NASCAR's boys has got to win it. Some rule follower, brown noser. Who's the biggest brown noser NASCAR driver?
Chase Elliott. I mean, maybe William Byron, Rick Hendricks, Rick Hendricks, illegitimate son.
Yeah, I feel like it's got to be a Hendrick guy.
I mean, Blaney, and not in a bad way, but
Ford's not that good at this track. Blaney was good last year. I'm gonna say it's a Toyota or a Hendrick car. I'm gonna pick Kyle Larson to get off the Schneid this week. That's an underdog pick.
Is it too late for me to change my pick?
You can change it. No rules.
Give me Seabell.
Okay. He needs one. It's been a while. Remember we were talking about him winning 10 races at one point this year?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who said that. I don't know who said that. It was me who said that, listeners. Go listen back. What happened, man? Adam Stevens. Come on, man. You're supposed to be one of the best crew chiefs of all time. Come on.
Yeah. This has happened a couple years in a row now where someone goes on a tear early. I get it's the dog days of summer. All the other teams are scrapping to get into the playoffs. I think that's a support for keeping the playoffs. All these other teams are so engaged. Maybe they're putting in some work for Phoenix. Who knows what they've been doing, but they haven't been up front as much.
Do you think it's also part of like a lot of folks are already prepping for the playoffs and not really giving two shits about
That's
the
kind of
regular
what
season?
I didn't word it very well, but that's what I meant. Logano sucks at Dover. I don't know why, but they've missed a bunch of weeks in a row now. So yeah, maybe Penske is playing possum. I feel like Josh Berry has been uncompetitive for a while now as well, and everyone's complaining about SVG in the playoffs. Man's got 3 wins, and Josh Berry doesn't have 3 top 10s.
What? Okay, let's settle line on SVG. Give me 13.5.
For Dover,
Yeah.
over.
All right. I'll take the
Wow,
under.
that's a wild. I owe you something if you win this bet. A
I
case of
think.
something.
All right. If we're talking just ovals, SVG was 20th, 14th, and 18th at Kansas, Charlotte, and Michigan. I think 13's not too outlandish at Dover.
If you had said 18th, I would have been like, that's a very interesting line. Streaker's saying over under this weekend for SVG 13 and a half. Elliot, I think I told him if he wins this, he's taking the under. If he wins this, we owe him a case of beer or something.
Oh, I would bet as much money as you'd let me that he's going over 13.5.
Yeah. Okay. Well, who are you picking?
Logically, I think Denny's a good choice. But I'm going Kyle Busch, KFB all
Let's
day,
go.
Sonny.
I'm gonna fucking
Read it and
outlaw
weep.
you guys from picking him. I think that's why he can't win. I think you cursed him.
Maybe I
1
should
week.
start picking Denny. Put the announcer's curse on him.
Paint scheme of the week, Red
Nah,
Bull
we gotta
for
watch
sure.
it. It's time for baseball, dude.
We do gotta
Paint
come
scheme of
up
the
with
week.
a Jordan's gotta have a sign at the race. Elliot, what should the sign say on him?
Curtains match the drapes.
All right, we'll workshop that.
I don't know.
All right.
I
Well,
like
that's it.
curtain. Man.
You like what?
I said, well, I'm not sure. I like curtain matches the drapes, but I was gonna ask Mr. Brown, who's winning, AL or NL?
Oh, tonight? Definitely. I hope the AL. They get some home field advantage in the World Series. So I'm
All
pulling
right,
for
then don't
AL.
check. Then don't check the score. My boy, a member of the Diamondbacks, has already given us the lead.
I hope it's not Geno Suarez.
Ketel Marte 2-run double. It's a Marte
Maybe
partay.
that
Come
is.
on now.
All
All
right,
right,
let's go
boys. We'll
baseball.
talk to y'all soon.
Let's go baseball later.